Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks Some More. Just in case you missed it, I've uploaded a few videos on hugotalks.com over the last day, so check them out. None of them are available on YouTube, and come and subscribe to hugotalks.com to get updates on all videos, as many are not on here anymore due to censorship. So I see today loads of articles about the jab passports being dropped, and also loads of articles about how they want to ramp up jabs for the over 50s. For June the 21st, the so-called Day of Freedom, a day which they are continually telling the public over the last week will be delayed, which of course completely conflicts with the message they are putting out today. It's all total baloney, all of it. Here we see in the Telegraph, UK jab passport to be scrapped. And we see different variations of this story in other news outlets. Here we see in The Guardian, plan to make COVID documents a requirement of entry to mass events are likely to be dropped as the government grapples with how it can safely lift the final set of restrictions in England within weeks. Ministers have been investigating making the status certificates compulsory in some settings for months, following the lead of Israel, which introduced a green passport for people to demonstrate their low risk of having to transmit the disease. So basically, it's one of those Mystic Meg bullshit stories where they pretend that, oh, maybe this or maybe that's going to happen. It says passports to be scrapped. That's a load of rubbish. It's not going to be scrapped. That's not true. They are still saying for big events, but they of course still are going to use it for international travel. So basically what I presume is going on with this headline, which, you know, when you first look at it, it looks like it's a positive headline. What I believe it is that they have numerous think tanks, intelligence operatives who are scanning social media day in, day out. They put out surveys. They look at the results. They work in tandem with the mainstream media and get them to put out articles, fake stories, Mystic Meg type stories such as this one. And then they sit back and they analyse the results on social media, people's responses, and then they work out what the next move is in regards to controlling the public's perception of this and how to get it their end goal, getting everyone stuck with these passports, how to get that implemented. And I'm thinking that they can see there is much backlash, much hesitancy against the passports as of now. Not just from people like me and you, but also from the many who have had the jab. Many of them don't agree with it either. So they are thinking it's too soon. So they need to be more sneaky. So, you know, now they're going to go for the angle, oh, you're only going to need it for international travel. But then slowly over time, we'll work at implementing it into every facet of day-to-day life. Don't believe a word of it. They say, oh, it's only temporary. It's bullshit. They say, oh, it's only going to be used for international travel. It's bullshit. With this particular policy for them, their strategy is all about slowly catchy monkey. They are treading carefully, but make no mistake, the final outcome for them is still the same. So are you a monkey? Are you going to be caught? Just say no from the outset. And that may mean you will lose out in the short term. You may have a problem with your job, which is a major issue. But you know it's wrong if your employer is literally threatening you with terminating your employment over this issue. Literally attempting to force your hand. Are you going to give in or are you going to stand against it? I just got an email from someone who can't go back to their yoga class because they won't accept people who have not had both jabs, etc., etc. So, I mean, it's your choice. I mean, really, in the case of these passports, you may have to go without certain things, and that will come at some point down the line. But what's the alternative? What you're going to allow these people to blackmail you into getting a passport with their ultimatums? Nothing ever good comes from a situation like that. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to hugotalks.com, and I'll see you later.